What's going on, guys? My name is Camden Drexel, and I have a special guest for the second episode of the Camden Drexel Show. Let him introduce himself.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Zach. I've known this man here since the sixth grade, so I'm excited to be on the show. Thanks for having me, Cameron. Appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you. So we got a little packed schedule today. I don't know how long it might be, 20 to 30 minutes. I know the first episode was about 8 minutes, but I do have my Bible quote that I'm gonna actually relate to you guys and Harney as well. That's his nickname, Zach Harney, whatever his last name is, Harney. So I have one here that really sticks out to me, and it's from Nelson Mandela, and it always seems impossible until it's done. What does that mean to you, Zach?
Oh, I like that. I actually like that one. It always seems impossible until it's done. To me, what I take away from that is this might be interesting, but I always think of like nothing's impossible, right? Hard work, determination, and through hard work and determination, the impossible can turn into the possible. So that's what I take away from it.
Okay. What I believe, and if something is impossible until it's done, I feel like that's just really what you mentioned was definitely determination and putting your mindset, even if it's like little small goals that reach that one big goal and say, oh, yeah, it's impossible. You can't do this, blah, blah, blah. You just have to work
Yeah.
slowly at it, and it's going to progress over time if you're doing it right. But make the right choices because nothing is impossible until it's done, like the quote says itself. And I think really you can dissect that in any way you want. Let me know what you guys think. In on Spotify or on Apple, you guys can send me a message at Camden Drexel on Twitter, not Twitter, geez, on Instagram
X.
or whatever. Yeah, no, it's on Instagram or Facebook, and you guys can let me know what you think about the quote from Nelson Mandela. It's impossible until it's done. But it's really just like I said, it's determination, it's hard work, and it's just really progression with really keeping your mind straight and knowing what you have to do and having those small goals to reach the bigger one.
Yeah, I like that. That's why I like that saying. It's you know, hold on, I forgot what I was gonna say. Shit,
If
never mind.
yeah, if it comes back to you, that's okay. It's okay.
All right.
But
You can edit that part out.
no, I'm leaving this stuff raw. This is raw, me and you, and people are gonna laugh. Oh
Okay.
well, we're gonna have fun with it. But Zach, like you mentioned, we met in sixth grade. So explain that.
Yeah. So, for those of you who aren't, I don't know, familiar with this high school, we're both from obviously sure Camden's told you, both from upstate New York, city of Rochester, just outside the city of Rochester, in a little town we like to call Greece, New York. Beautiful town. Um, and we went. There's four high schools in our town. We got a big town, as Cameron knows. It's a big town.
Sort
Um,
of. It's just a suburban area. There's just a lot of people.
but not a lot of stuff to do. But there's we went to Greece Athena High School, middle school. Shout out to the Trojans.
Children
Trojans for
pride,
life, right
baby.
here. Trojan pride, baby. Yeah. Um, and I had sixth grade English class, ELA as we call it, and that's where I first met the ginger, as we all call them.
Oh, here we go.
And so and since then we've been best friends since then. So
Yeah, no, really, I didn't go to any popular, say, middle school. Like, I wasn't popular. I didn't know many people because the people I was in elementary school with, they all went to where around the area that we went to the elementary school. So when I transferred to Athena, I barely knew one to two people in my grade. But then once I got in classes with certain people, I got to know them, especially this jackass,
yeah,
or as I want to call him, Will Ferrell Jr. And I
yeah.
can,
If you guys saw how I looked right now,
yeah, no, he looks like Will
it
Ferrell
was great.
100%. And with the stash now,
Oh God, yeah,
us two looked like babies, but
we did.
it's crazy. And then we've been best friends since. How many years has that been, Zach? When was
Oh
sixth
God,
grade?
I'm not a math
Is
major,
it 10 years?
Cameron. I'm not a math
Is
major.
it 10 years?
Uh,
Hold on, I'm trying to think. Cause I'm on 12, 13.
10, 11.
No.
If you count sixth grade, if you count sixth grade, it's 11.
Oh
If you
wow,
count
it's
third,
10
it's
and a
11.
half, technically.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Me and you have been friends for 10 years.
I know that is pretty nuts.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, no, it's been middle school and high school, and then as we'll talk about in a little bit later in the episode, Me and him are at separate colleges now. That's why we have to do this meeting, which sucks. But
Yes.
we'll definitely get an in-person podcast with each other, and then with all other multiple friends I have in the friend group that me and Harney are part of. So, but we'll get into that later. But if you want to tell the people what best experiences have we had with each other, if you can name a couple, we could keep going on and
Oh
on.
Lord.
But there's a lot.
Oh Lord. Yeah. That's a tough question. um, I know there's a lot. One experience, actually, I don't know if you know this, but from high school, my favorite time with you was probably our senior gala, our senior prom. I really enjoyed that. Being with you there, that was a lot of fun, and getting to hang out with you there. I think our golfing, our multiple golfing trips
Oh
are always
no.
are always fun. You shaking the ball in the woods and
Oh no.
saying a bad word and cussing, and then I say nice shot, jackass, and then we always laugh and have a good time there. And I think that those are some moments that really stick out with me. Is
Our
golfing
and sports in
and
general, which I can get into
and
that.
bowling. That was another moment too. I think the 4 year, well, you bowled 4
3.
years. The 3 years I bowled with you, and then winning a couple of sectional championships with you was a pretty good core memory of mine too. So
Yeah, no, it sucks that we had COVID year when we freaking won the whole sectionals. Oh my gosh, we
we
had
would have
such a
won.
good
I don't know
team.
if we would have won states, but it was good.
We would have been close because I don't
Yeah,
think that we didn't have that much of a good group that we were facing with people. And guess what?
yeah,
Both of the last 2 years that we bowled, Spencerport was ahead in
yeah.
Class B, and freaking we came from behind from the first set and came back and won, which
Yeah,
was crazy. I
I know.
freaking loved that. Freaking loved that.
Yeah, shout out Spencerport Rangers.
I don't know about that one.
I
I
know,
don't know
just kidding.
about
I
that
said
one.
it as no. Nothing against the Rangers. If you're listening and you're from Spencerport, I'm only kidding.
Yeah, don't be a smartass.
Sorry.
But no, so freaking, I actually gotta mention the golf again. So I do have a memory. I can show you. You guys won't see it, but I'll play it.
Oh Lord.
Um, hold on, let me play it right now. I gotta find it 1 second.
Is it what I'm thinking of?
Well, Bobby wasn't there. It was me and you. So it was this. Oh no, wait. It's one me and you drove to the green, but we were in the bunker.
260, and me and Zach are right in the bunker. How do you feel, Zach, after that good drive?
Good, considering I got a 9 last hole.
Yeah, he had a driver, I had a 5 wood, and we're right next to the pin. Let's go.
Oh, I remember that. Is
And
that when
we
I sunk the? Oh, yeah.
no, you didn't sunk. No. That was later that round that you sunk. No, that was the next round. That's at Salmon Creek. So
Okay.
basically, I hit a 5 wood, and the hole was about 260. And Zach
Yeah,
hit a great drive down the fairway, and he
you
probably
did.
and both were in the bunker. Zach was like 5 yards ahead of me with the driver, and I hit a 5 wood, and I hit it right in
Yeah,
the bunker right next to him, and we both got par. We were both pissed because we lipped out for freaking birdie. I was so mad.
yeah. I was mad.
Oh, I was pissed. And then freaking go to like a next round that we have at the similar place, like 3 holes later. Me, Zach, and then our buddy Nico that we play golf with and see each other while I'm back. So we're
Shout out
golfing,
Nico, baby.
and freaking Zach has an okay drop or okay first shot off the tee, okay
Yeah, he does.
second shot, it's off the green, and he has to have a pitch shot about 15 yards. Freaking, there's a little ridge. Zach chips it on the ridge. It goes down. Freaking goes right in the hole. I'm like, oh my fucking, what the
Yeah,
hell?
we we
Oh
we
my.
clipped out. That was probably the best shot. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably the best shot I'm ever gonna have in golf. I'll probably never. I don't think I'll ever get a birdie again like that. I'm not gonna lie. That was for birdie.
Yeah, that was
I'm not
crazy.
gonna lie. Like they tell you to like aim, whatever, right, or whatever. I literally just went up there and said, "All right, screw it,"
Yeah, you're
and just hit
definitely
it.
you're definitely
Uh,
more of a field golfer than trying to be a placement and pitch perfect and all
yeah,
that stuff. Yeah, no, I gotcha.
I just go up there, grip and rip it.
Exactly. Well, you get that from baseball. That's why.
Yeah.
And then we actually got to shout out our buddy Bobby. Oh my god, dude, that guy is
Bobby.
so funny to be on the golf course with.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm gonna play this one clip that we were in a PlayStation party, and freaking Zach was talking um about Bobby putting down 4 golf balls, and it's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
So let me find that real quick. 1 second.
Yeah, because he lied about his score. He's like, "Oh, I only shot like a 75 or something or a 60," and so I called him out on it.
All right, I found it. So here we go. Listen.
part where you go, oh, I'm gonna get it in four. Boom. Here, put the ball down. I'm gonna get it in four. Boom. And then you just hit it 3 fucking times, you couldn't get it in four. So I don't hear your fucking bullshit.
It's so funny because
Yeah. Well, for
he
those of you who don't know, that is actually me. I know the voice probably sounds a little different, but that is me.
yeah, Zach can fluctuate his voice. It's pretty funny, but he actually does the radio where he goes to college. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. But it's the funny times we've had in sports, especially that one time, especially in the PlayStation party. Zach is so unhinged. I feel like I can make a whole TikTok page about him and he'd go viral. I swear,
Yeah, it's me.
it's too funny. But then, so I'm gonna pull up some other, let me see, I don't know, we've had multiple car rides that we've had funny things where frickin' Siri came up when we were doing maps and we are listening to music,
The music.
and I was like,
Yeah.
what did I say?
I don't even remember what you said, but it was funny. What
It
did
was
you say?
the All-Star. I forgot what it
Oh yeah,
was.
yeah, by
Smash
Smash
Mouth,
Mouth. Yeah.
yeah. And then here's this.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
There's that one. Hold on, I have another one. Hold on, I gotta play it.
Go straight. There we go. It's great now, you jackass.
As you probably can tell, our favorite freaking word to use together is jackass.
Yeah, because from Happy Gilmore. If you haven't seen the movie, I highly recommend checking it out. With Adam Sandler in it.
Oh my
And
god.
so in there's a scene where the guy calls him a jackass a lot. So we call each other that quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then another time we had with Bobby, freaking, he literally snapped Zach's driver in half and had to buy him a new one the next day. That was so
Yeah.
funny.
He
Oh
took
my
me out and I
gosh.
picked out the most expensive one there was. He said, "I'll buy it for you." I was like, "All right, cool."
See, I wish I had somebody like that. And then freaking, here's another one. So Zach was coaching baseball, and freaking, I sent him a video because this one character that is from Looney Tunes, and we go, hey, here, I'm gonna play it,
Yeah.
and Zach does the impersonation
Oh
back to
God.
me. It's so funny. I freaking was laughing so hard
Oh
because of
Lord.
this guy. Oh my gosh, it was too funny.
And getting to that, like, on a serious note too, like that's actually my goal. Like in life, my life goal actually is I wake up every day and my goal is to try to make somebody laugh or put a smile on their face. So, when it's either friends or a random person, I always try to strive to either make them smile or make them laugh. So it's always good when I can make somebody laugh. It makes me feel good about myself.
exactly, it boosts your confidence and self-esteem. But guess, Zach, I
Yeah.
have a question for you.
Oh Lord.
If you
Go ahead.
had to say a joke or make somebody laugh through this podcast, if they're listening, what would you say? Give us a joke.
A joke.
Don't make it stupid like a freaking radio joke. Make it funny.
I was gonna. I have so for those of you who don't know, obviously we get the radio a little bit. Um, I do like this joke of the day. I do a lot on the radio. So and I have it like written down probably about 70 jokes, just really corny jokes. I don't know. My go to one is probably this one. This is my go to. It's really corny. What do you call a fake noodle?
What? What do you call a fake noodle?
An impasta.
This guy. Who do you think?
Hey,
Who?
hey,
Oh
hey,
wait.
you want to hear a cow joke?
What? It's utterly funny.
It's utterly hilarious.
Oh, I was close. Oh my gosh. You think you're funny? You actually are.
I am.
But yeah.
Wait, hold on. I got a question for you.
What? What's your question?
Uh, if you see a crime at an Apple store, does it make you an eyewitness?
That's not funny. That's a
That
dad
was a
joke.
good one. Come
That's a
on, that was
dad
a good one.
joke. But
That was a good one.
another thing relating back to our sports. So there's a viral bowling clip from Pete Weber, and that's a thing that me and Zach talk about all the time. So let me play the original clip that I have of him saying the viral quote from Mr. Pete Weber. That's when he got a
Yeah.
strike when he was first bowling. It was so funny. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah. That was yeah. I do like doing that. That's actually one of my favorite things to say when I get a strike. So
it is.
shout out. Yeah, Pete Weber just retired too. I think. So
Yeah, he's not going to be in the national tour anymore. but it's just
Well, he was
crazy.
fun to watch though.
Yeah, he threw the ball out. Oh, I found the video. I found the video. Oh no, not that video.
Wow. No, that's all right. Just embarrass me in
No,
front
it's
of
this
everybody.
one.
That's fine.
I'd say there's potential. Somebody wants 2.7. Come on!
That's the video. Come on.
Yeah.
That I was talking about with All Star.
Dude, we were singing it, and it's just like in 200 miles, turn left. Like what?
200. You mean 2 miles?
Or 2 miles. Yeah. Well,
And then we have another
miles,
thing.
sorry.
Wait, can you bring the other Zach Richard? We're gonna have another little mini special guest here real quick.
Oh God. I can. Yeah, I can try.
No, I need him. I need him to say something in the background. He's not. His video's not on. I need all three. I need all three of us to do it.
Oh Lord.
To do
Okay.
what?
You ready? Two.
Two.
So, all right. So we talked about us being in high school with each other, and what really happened after high school, Zach? Like, where did you choose to go to college? What led you to where you're at?
That's a phenomenal question.
You could.
Well,
No, it's not. It's not a good question. Just answer it, jackass.
No, I'm saying it's good. It is good. I like the question.
Yeah.
I'd have to say, you know, obviously after we graduated, and I was still hung out for a little while, and then you said you were going to school in Georgia. I was a
Yeah,
little
I'm going to SCAD in Savannah, Georgia, which I'll go on and talk about, but I'll let Zach talk about where he's at and what happened after high school.
certainly better than the weather up here. I'll tell you what. Anyway, but yeah, when you said you were going to Georgia, I was a little sad. You were leaving. But I knew with obviously, with our, phones and whatnot, we could still stay in contact, and you'd still be back in the summer. But
I
I
do.
chose to go to Sony. Wow,
Sony,
radio station.
dude.
Late night here. Yeah. So I chose to go to SUNY Broadport in upstate New York. For those of you who don't know, might not know where it is. It's a great college. Golden Eagles, home of the Golden Eagles. I'm in my junior year, and it's a lot of fun, man. We're getting old, man. Saying junior year, man, that's
I know
crazy.
you're 21. I'm turning 21 in August. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and so yeah, I chose there. I'm majoring in journalism and broadcasting, and I'm minoring in coaching. So complete two opposite sides of the spectrum. So
I would agree.
but yeah, I work at the radio station here at Brockport. Also work for the newspaper here, and do some stuff for the television station as well. So
You can
I'm
promote.
also
You can promote the new state or not the new. Geez,
radio.
the radio station. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go.
89.1 The Point. That's our radio station. Tune in. We got a website, www.891thepoint.com. I'm going to be doing the Brockport Golden Eagles baseball broadcasts actually coming up here this season. Brockport and baseball and softball with a good buddy of mine, also from Brockport. I'm also, interestingly enough, a student assistant on the baseball team as well. So that's been a lot of fun doing that last 2 years. We won a SUNYAC championship last year. So yeah, but it's a lot of fun. So.
Wait, can I play that clip, please?
No, please don't.
Dude, it's such a good. Dude, his reaction of him doing the broadcast for it was so good. I really want to play it.
Maybe when we're in person. Maybe when we're in person. I've had a lot of interesting calls live on air. Let's just say. So.
That's all I'm gonna play.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna play. No, it was great. When I heard him say it, oh my gosh, I had so many laughs. You guys have to hear it. Once me and him have an in-person podcast, it's gonna be really hilarious.
But now, what about you? How did you get into it?
So basically, I found I really just wanted to go into video editing, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with editing at all. And I saw they had editing classes here at Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia. And I'm a bowler, like I mentioned in high school, so I was a walk-on to the bowling team here, and I fell in love with it. I had roommates that were on the team, so they helped me a lot with bowling and helping me progress and all that stuff. And I finally had my film classes last year of editing. Basically, the whole year I had one editing class, and I'm basically done with that now. but I found my focus more in what I want to do with editing, and that's with social media. And I really like promoting social media. I found a little bit way of how to work around the algorithm, and I've had a couple videos go viral. Me doing my reaction videos on TikTok. I don't know if Zach has seen, but shout out to uh, my buddy Optic Reacts, which is Mr. Nick.
Yeah,
Mr. Nick.
we love Nick.
Yes, we do. We love Nick Tamaro. And he will actually, him and his brother will be on the podcast later coming into this, not season, but just like on this podcast. I will have Nick and
Okay.
Mike Tamaro on the podcast. Shout out to you guys. Love you guys. And it's just I've loved what I've done, and like my portfolio is not the greatest, my resume is not the greatest. I haven't had that much experience in it, but I'm putting myself out there, and I'm willing to learn and have fun and pay off my student debts because going here ain't
Yeah,
cheap. It's
I
not
feel you,
cheap.
brother. I feel you. I
So,
feel you.
but no, I love it down here. The weather's, it depends on the day. It's really rainy here. It sucks most of the time, but it's great. I'm
Not only that,
downtown and everything. It's great.
you're forgetting something.
What am I forgetting?
The women are also nicer down there too.
Oh, here we go. There's some nice, whatever, whatever. Don't be a simp, Harney.
Sorry.
No, you're good. But for me, being in Savannah, it is the most haunted city in America, and it hasn't been that scary or haunting to me. So hopefully that keeps going the way it is until I graduate next spring, which we are both graduating next spring, which is crazy to see. And then,
God willing. Yes,
but it's crazy. Yeah,
it
I
is.
love it here in college. And Arnie, how have you been dealing with me being separated? I know me and you are close friends and all that, but how have you dealt with me being gone for this long? I know we talk like once or a couple times a week just for like stupid jokes
Yeah.
or whatever, and we just send TikToks to each other. But how are you dealing with that? Because I know when
No,
I don't know, but I've had a little separation anxiety from home and my friends and all that stuff, but it's gotten a little better because I've had friends down here. But it's hard missing somebody like you and some other people from back home.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna cry now. No, I'm kidding.
No,
But
no,
that was very sentimental. I appreciate that. But
yeah,
no, it's just like you said. Our with our generation, having the use of technology, being able to do stuff like this, I think it's helps a lot, right? It helps with being able to call or FaceTime on you and just talk to you always helps, I've been getting through it. Obviously, I count down the days until June when you come home, and I look forward to that. But I'm also roommates with our other friend Zach,
who you
who
guys
is
heard go
also
to yeah.
yeah,
Continue.
he's also Cameron's known him a long time too, but I've known him since
Third grade.
elementary school.
Yeah.
So we so that also helps too. And our other roommate we got here, we just became friends with him too. So it's
Justin.
Justin. Oh yeah, Justin. We love Justin. He's a great kid too. So you know it's I get by. So I do miss you, but I'm still having a lot of fun. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, we keep in contact, which is good, which is the one thing I learned actually from my dad is that you always will have your certain friends that you will always be close to from high school and all that stuff. You just got to
yeah,
keep connected with them and talk to them. And I talk to a lot of people from home because I do get that little homesick from being 16 hours away from home, and it sucks. But I call everybody once or twice a week from home just to check in, and then same with my other side of my family that's in Florida that's not too far away, but I always keep in check with people. Love calling people just to see how they're doing or just to bug them like I do with
yeah.
Zach. But yeah, Harney, what does your future hold?
Oh gosh, you're asking me that now. No, I'm kidding. My future. Well, I'm hoping it involves something either in radio or baseball wise. For those who don't know, I'm a big baseball fan. I've played baseball since I was 4 years old. So my dream job is to be a varsity baseball coach somewhere someday. I hope I get to do. I know again probably won't make a lot of money doing it, but they always say if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. So I'm hoping
Exactly. I love that. That's a great quote.
to do
Hold
something,
on, Zach.
either
Repeat what you
in
just said for the
any
last
line of
10
what sports
seconds.
you
You were
want.
lagging.
Oh, I said, you know, the saying, as they say, um, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. Which I love that quote, as you mentioned, you do too. And like you said, I want to do something varsity baseball coach or either radio guy. I've discovered a passion of going to like high school games and covering them and writing stories about them. I think it's fun to shine light on high school athletes. I feel like they don't get a lot of light, shown on them with all the major college sports and everything. I think
Yeah.
it's important to give them, their day in the sun. So I enjoy doing that, and I like DJing on the radio. So maybe some in the radio business, or hopefully get into coaching. So
Okay.
what about you?
Um, Geez, putting me on the spot like that. For me, to be honest, I want to be like somebody's video editor personally, like say with sports, especially football. That'd be great. Or manage a social media for a sports team. I applied to the Bills. I know you hate the Bills because you're a Colts fan. Blah blah blah. I grew up a Bills fan, but I'm a Bears fan. But I really, I just want to run a social media for somebody, have fun, have a good creative team, have a team that surrounds me that makes me work harder, makes me a better person. And it's just I want to do something with video editing because I love stories being put together and putting them together myself. I know it can be a pain and people don't like video editing, but I do at to an extent. But I'm a person for story 100%, and I've preached that since I started
Yeah,
taking my film
you're very
classes
good at
here.
it too. You're very good.
I'm all right. I've gotten a little better, but it's gonna keep taking experiences after experience after experience to get better, and I won't be the best at all. But guess what? I can work my
Good.
way up there because
Very
perfection
good. Yeah.
isn't me. I don't believe perfection's a thing because nobody's perfect. So
That's completely
what were you?
separate from mine.
What the heck were you? You just like stuttered or like looked around.
Yeah,
What the heck?
no, just because no, I just reacted because I'm a perfect oriented person.
No, you're not.
I
You're not
still
perfect.
I still strive to be. My one goal one day is to be the first ever perfect human being. That's how
Yeah.
much of a
Okay.
perfectionist I am. I know that's how much of a perfectionist I am. So, you know, um, it's a blessing and a curse, I guess.
No, it's really called
Just
OCD, and that's what Harney has. And I have ADHD,
right.
so that's why I'm like going off or talking to myself or just like I can't stay in place for and my mind just goes in a million places. That's why like I'm not the best at like keeping to the exact plan, but
Yeah.
because change is gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
So it's just it's a process, and the process can always change. And I've learned that in my business class this quarter and all sorts of stuff. But yeah,
Oh yeah. It was. Thank you for having me on tonight. I really. It was a fun time. So.
I appreciate it. And if anybody has to say something to Harney, you can message him or do whatever. But we all
Oh
love
yeah.
Harney. He will definitely be on another episode of the podcast where we'll dive deep in, and it might be later this summer. I know have been on a hiatus for the past couple weeks for the podcast. I'm sorry, I got busy with I'm in near finals week, so trying to get everything done and finished. So I managed to squeeze this interview slash podcast in with Harney. You gotta love it. But it's been busy, and thank golly I have a week and a half off before I have my next 10-week quarter here at school, and I can do more episodes with a lot of other people, and I found a way to do it. And I figured out that I don't like the video part as of right now,
Yeah.
unless it's in person. So I'm just gonna do the audio for my podcast, and so if people aren't comfortable showing their face, that's fine.
Good. Yeah. It's probably a good idea. I actually. I don't know if you can tell, but I passed a couple days ago, and like an idiot. For those of you who don't know, I'm a pretty bad klutz.
Oh, he is.
Um, so I went to turn around and bam, hit my head right on the freaking door frame, and it hurt. And I got a big egg, probably the size of a quarter, right on my forehead in honor of Easter. No, I'm kidding, but
Oh my
it
gosh.
hurts.
Oh my
It
gosh.
hurts pretty bad.
I bet it does.
Guys, here's some advice for you: don't bang your head in the door frame.
Oh yeah, I would agree. And also, I actually got to mention this. I forgot to mention this earlier. So every year for the past 6 years, I've been to your birthday party or what your gathering or whatever you want to call it. So every time Zach has either something with frosting on it, I have
Oh,
to smash
frosting.
it in his face every time just so I can be an asshole, and that I get yelled at by him. Yo, what do you always have to say every year whenever I do that? I
I
have
don't
to.
even. I
It's a
don't even.
tradition. It's a tradition.
I don't
Come
even
on.
know what I say, but that's a
He would
tradition that's
okay.
got to stop.
No, he's pissed because this year he moved his head away from where I was hitting it, and I got it in his hair, which was your freaking fault, you jackass.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault. It
Yes,
wasn't
it
my fault.
was. Yes, it was.
Got in my eye, everything.
Jeez.
Good cake though. Very good cake.
No, it wasn't even cake. It was cupcakes.
Or cupcakes, yeah. Very good cupcakes.
Yeah, whatever. But thank you, Zach, for coming on. We'll see you in the future of an episode and all that. And let me know what you guys think of this episode. I know it was a little longer and we rambled a little bit and we had a couple technical difficulties, but I think we had fun. Did you have fun, Zach?
Had a great time. Again, thanks for having me on. And for those of you who listen to this, we appreciate it. And I can't wait to be on again in the future.